Hello and welcome to an official scrimmage between Trash Tier Revamped and an unnamed team, as far as I know so far, led by Redond0. And we have some pretty standard bans already done before I could get casting. And first pick was with Redond0. They just went ahead and picked their Lifestealer right off the bat. Not even concerned about getting counterpicked. They said, we're just going to go ahead, pick our carry now. YOLO, I don't care about anything else. And we're going to see some pretty standard picks coming out of Trash Tier, just because I think Yokata is more of a safe drafter. I have played against Redond0's team, and they did really well against my team. Not to say anything bad about me or my team, but they did something similar. They picked Lifestealer right off the bat, and they also picked another carry right after it, but they're going to go with a Disruptor. Get some lockdown. And already that's a pretty good combo right off the bat. Not that Lifestealer ever really has any problem catching anyone, but this is going to keep a lot of silence and a lot of lockdown in just areas that might get tricky around towers. So we'll ban a Bane and a Doom, ban a Neeks. And we will ban a Chen. And actually, when I did scrim against Redond0's team, they did have a really nice Chen. I forget who played it, but they were pretty good with it. They had nice micro skills. So it looks like they might have scrimmed against each other, or they just have Dota buff up and running right now. As for right now, Trash Tier has more of a... I mean, it's way too early to say anything, but I really like Mirana's ult and Dazzle, just able to shallow grave people. And so right now, team fight-wise, they have it. Of course, that can change in the course of the next few minutes, but I like the way Yokata's going. Medusa, so we have a hard carry pick. As our third pick, it's going to be Medusa, who, I don't know, in the current meta game, she can get, pretty locked out if she doesn't get the farm she needs. She cannot really recover that well, and she really goes into really late game to really come into her own. Lifestealer will have he'll be able to peak a lot faster and be able to stay in that peak for as long as they'll need to finish the game. But if it does go into the late game late enough with Medusa able to get adequate farm, I mean she's a great carry. But we have Centaur coming out. Not a bad choice at all. If they did not have any initiating problems before with Disruptor, they won't have any more problems with Centaur. And a Magnus. So it looks like we might be going Mirana off lane, Mag mid, with Medusa and Dazzle safe with whoever their last pick is going to be. Now they're going to be really relying on Mirana's ulti. Trash Tier is going into this game. Just because Centaur, with his ultimate and Disruptor's lockdown, they're not going to, have to hide anywhere. They can just run out, cast a few spells, especially with Sand King, stun, trap, kill. That's all they're going to have to do. Mirana's going to have to sneak by, and their team is not going to be able to be as durable as with Centaur and Lifestealer. If this comes down to a straight fight, I definitely think Farkinator's team will come down to it. So Mirana's ult's going to have to almost always be off cooldown, and they're going to have to rotate a lot to shut down people. Ban a Shadow Demon and ban a Viper. Not a lot to say there. Pretty standard. And Trash Tier might take some time on this pick. They might want to go for someone. I don't even know who I'd pick at this point, really. To go against the strat they're going against, it's going to be someone who can do a lot in a team fight.
Reserve time.
But also, again, it's going to be Shadow Shaman. Laying down wards, disabling people. So that's actually a pretty good pick because it's going to be able to at least take one person out of the fight and lock down Lifestealer at least, or anyone else who's giving them problems. But if they pick up one more stun, I'm going to favor Redond0's team just because they got the stuns, they got the disable and lockdown, and they got Storm Spirit. So this is going to be a really nice match. Just with the way the drafts, I'm going to give advantage to Redond0. But we'll see how it goes. Good luck, and we'll see who's playing. It's going to be Okada on the Mirana, Nina on the Magnus, Lily on the Medusa, Sosa on the Shadow Shaman, Ride on our enemies will be Dazzle. Major Tom out in space will be Centaur Warrunner. Redond0's going to be playing a support, Disruptor. Their mid, Elihu, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, will be the Storm Spirit. And on the carry is going to be Sasquatch. And it looks like Mag's actually going to be in the safe lane. Dazzle's going to be laying out a single ward to give vision.
30 seconds to battle.
And Yokata's just chilling out, as are the rest of the team. And Farkinator is on the Sand King. I think I missed that. Don't want to miss out Farkinator. And they're going to have a standard ward right on top of the cliff for that ward, for that rune. But the rune is going to go unseen by both teams. It looks like Dazzle might be coming up here. Nope, scratch that. It is a haste rune. And Medusa's actually going to be going mid against the Storm. And I don't think that's going to work out very well at all. Storm is definitely a stronger mid. And Mirana will have a hard time against this dry lane. But we'll see what happens. Going against their tri lane is going to be Major Tom. And I think Centaur is going to be less gold reliant than Mirana. But we'll see how it plays out. So it looks like already right off the bat, Storm Spirit's starting to outlane Medusa. She's going to have to play it safe, like she is. And they do get a first blood on bottom. So that's something that's going to look good. They do spot out the ward on the bottom. The rune on the bottom, oh my gosh. And they're going to take that. They might rotate mid to get a play on Storm.
Haste.
They're going to smoke up. And it looks like this might be another kill going to the way of Trash Tier. It looks like they're going to get it off. Medusa's going to get out. Oh, can you get it? Can't you get it? Yes, he's down. 2 kills right off the bat at 2 minutes. Go to Trash Tier. They're going to grab the Illusion Rune. So far, Rune Control has been going to Trash Tier as well. Mirana in her lane. Only 2 last hits. But the Lifestealer going strong. Meanwhile, Medusa has her bottle. She's going to be getting the Illusion Rune that's spotted out by the Shadow Shaman earlier. Storm. Let's see what he's got. He does have his bottle and 2 tangos shared by the team. This will give, Medusa a burst, but still, as we can see, he's not going to have any trouble still landing against her. As for right now, Lifestealer is leading the last hits.
Under attack.
And it looks like Mag is the one that's saving up his farm. I am not sure what for yet, if he's just going to try to rush a Blink or something more carry. But he's doing good for levels. Level 4. And it does look like Lifestealer is going to go for a straight Midas. We have good rotation by Trash Tier supports. Sand King's been trying to jungle. Or at least just stack some camps. Mirana's able to buy brown boots, but not a lot else. That Disruptor is keeping her away. Sand King's going to try to make a move here. Pings are coming out. But Mirana might be able to think better of this. Nope. He's going to be able to get a kill on her. If he's able to throw out the slow. Lifestealer's able to throw out the slow. They have the Disruptor. Oh, they got her! They're going to be going back. Centaur, in the meantime, on the bottom lane, having a little bit of trouble. He's going to throw out a stun, just getting out Dazzle. Dazzle does not have Shallow Grave yet. He is level 3. Looks like he leveled stuns. But it looks like Mag, they're going to be able to take him down. And he is dead. He is very dead. In the meantime, at mid we have Storm. He's doing fine. As is Medusa. She has 1,300 just sitting in the bank. And Mag is going to have to get back. He does buy a recipe for a Midas. So it looks like he is going to be in a carry. It's been a long time since I've seen a Midas on a Magnus. But, I mean, it's going to work out for him. Magnus definitely can carry well. He's often just played mid just because he can mid very well, but he definitely has carry potential. There's going to be an Illusion Rune bottom there. And these camera controls, I'm going to try to get them next game. I don't want to miss anything now, but they're so shaky in Spectator. I'm used to reverse. Medusa sitting at 1700 now. Still not making any more item progression. She might just be trying to rush some kind of item. I don't know, with a mid Medusa what she'd be going for right off the bat. But Farkinator's still just pulling camps, being a good support. In the meantime, Centaur is just running around with his Tranquil Boots, not even in XP range. I think he's a little bit scared over here. Doesn't have a ward to see what's going on. In the meantime, we'll see some rotation by Disruptor to mid. And at 7 minutes 30 seconds, we do have a Lifestealer with 50 last hits. He does have his Midas, does have his face boots. He's going to be a force to reckon with. I love Sand King Jungle. But he is level 5, not bad. They're going to be grabbing this DD rune. And actually, they're not going to be grabbing it. I think they're going to leave it for Storm. But they are going to try to force Medusa out, or at least deny her the rune. So Mirana ult's coming out for the first time. But Medusa doesn't want to go on anything yet. Dazzle is there, but I don't think he'll be able to do much. Yeah, he breaks the invis as well. I think Mag's just going to be buying a set of boots first. Power treads. Nothing too interesting on him yet. Sasquatch is going to be building a bracer, probably going for drums, which is a lot safer Lifestealer build than what I ever do. With the way he's been playing, he has a lot of last hits. So does the Medusa. She's now actually only trailing by 16. But the way Lifestealer's been playing with his life stats, I wouldn't even go for drums, really. I think he might just be able to rush something that does more damage, like Armlet. Because he definitely has the money and the potential for it, but he is going to be building those drums. It's not going to hurt him at all, really. It's still going to be a good item for him to buy. In the meantime, we do have two sneaky shenanigan makers heading mid. Redond0 and Farkinator. And they're going to be looking to probably gank the Medusa, but she is jungling. Bottle crowing like a pro. And she's going to be heading in. And I think Storm's going to be jumping on her right about now. And we're going to have a TP in. Everyone's going to be TPing in. They're going to say, mission abort, fellas. It's time to get the hell out of here. Magnus is going to show some of his horn. And this Redond0 is dead. He had nowhere else to go. And he's going to find some humor in it. Because he... I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? So, didn't really get what they want out of it. Ended up costing them a support, but that's not going to be too much. It will end up costing them a tower. And we actually have arcane boots coming out of Magnus, so I was wrong about the power treads. They don't want to give this tower up, though. We do have Sand King. He does not have Epicenter, but he does have his stun. And he has the Sandstorm. So he's going to do that. Probably Sandstorm as soon as he can. Nope. Sosa is going to get the kill. Like I said before, Centaur's going to come out, stun. Lifestealer trying to do what he can, but the Medusa ult is too strong. We got Disrupt coming out. It looks like the Mirana ult's going to get them taken out. Fine. Sosa's going to go down for a trade. 1 for 1, pretty even. That team fight is going to be sort of scary. I think we still need some time for Redondo's team to come into its prime. In the meantime, for the early game, Trash Tier's been doing a really good job, so the team fights are going to be with them for right now. And Medusa was just farming up a Midas. She's also going to be going Midas, and that's going to be scary later on the line. That's really going to speed up her potential. In the meantime, Lifestealer has his drums. He's also just going to be farming up. He is leading with 91 last hits, doing a great job. In the meantime, at the bottom lane, Sosa's going to be hexing Shaman. Going to throw down some wards. They're just going to take this tower right off the bat. It was sort of low, but I mean, if you're going to throw out wards, it's always going to be to get a tower. Never complain when getting a tower. And he's only at level 6, which is pretty 12 minutes. That's not bad for being in the tri-lane. And actually, if we look here for levels, doing a pretty good job. Lifestealer is leading, as expected. And Mirana, who was managing the off lane, is going to be replaced by Dazzle, as Lifestealer has pretty much just been free farming, and that is not a hero you want to free farm. Sasquatch is probably having the time of his life. He has 1,400 gold. No indication that the free farm's ever going to stop. In the meantime, Storm Spirit, he doesn't. I don't think he's just going to try to build a Mana Stone, a Bloodstone. But he does have 1,200 gold that he's sitting on. In the meantime, we just see sentries on this SK and sentries and wards on the Redondo. Centaur will have a cloak that's going to give some spell resistance. He's already tanky enough to deal with the physical base damage, especially with return. He hasn't been leveling that. He's going to be trying to look to take kills with double edge. In the meantime, up top, it looks like Mirana and Dazzle are going to be a little bit cautious here. They're going to head back. Sosa's going to try. Is he going to grab the invisibility? He's just going to counter ward.
Invisibility.
Head top. It looks like Trash Tier wants to make something happen here. And they're going to make it happen. They're going to throw down wards, and it's going to be an easy kill. Medusa's just going to keep on getting farmed. She's sitting on 1,900 gold. This is going to be really important, just coming up even soon. She's doing a great job farming. 76 last hits right before the Lifestealer, who's sitting at 111. He's still, for the most part, just free farming. And it looks like Disruptor's going to catch out the Mirana. She does have her ulti. I think she's going to pop it as soon as she can get out of here. Ooh, no, they're going to throw down a shallow grave, but I think this is going to end very poorly for them. There they go. Double Edge is going to take out another kill. She's going to throw out a stun. Not going to hit or connect with the Sand King. Shadow Shaman's still going to be looking to do some damage, or he's just going to get the hell out of there. They're going to start pushing top. They're going to want this tower and make something happen after that. Gank did not go down well. And I don't even think it's fair to call it a gank. I think they were just trying to play the lane. But it's looking... I think they're doing a great job for what they can for Trash Tier. They do have early game. But the way that this Lifestealer's been getting farmed, they're going to have to take him out at some point. At some point soon. Sosa's going to catch Shadow... oh my gosh. The Epicenter's going to take out Magnus. Magnus, now his carry potential's sent down even just that much more. He doesn't have any more items. Just finished up a magic wand. So they will take that. I thought for sure that Shadow Shaman would be able to get a kill on the Storm Spirit, but he's just going to walk his happy ass out of there. He is going to be fine, along with the Lifestealer, who's able to quickly regen all his health from the neutral camps. Medusa, in the meantime, has been jungling, and she is sitting on 2,600 gold. At this point, I don't know. She did save up all of her gold to buy the Midas, and instead of buying the components. I don't know if that's just going to be her style or if she's actually going to be buying Eagle Psalm. We'll see what happens. She's going to just be pushing up, and it looks like she's just been leveling stats, which isn't a bad idea. It's been working out for her. About 70.74 per attack per second. That's not bad at all. At the same time, microwaving her illusion's fine. Some nice stacks from Sand King.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he will finish up his Sanjin Yasha. And, you know, Sanjin Yasha has become a little bit more popular nowadays. I just started building it. I really like it. You know, you give a lot more movement speed for it. And it's like I said, he's still free farming. He literally can just do whatever he wants. He's living in a wonderland. Just a carry's wet dream right now. In the meantime, it looks like we do have 3,600 gold on Medusa. That's a lot of gold to be carrying. You wouldn't want to walk around the streets of Detroit with that much money. You don't want to do it in Dota either. So I think she's going to want to buy something soon. That just sort of makes me nervous. But I'm sure Lily knows a lot more than me about Medusa, the way she's been playing him. I don't know if Lily's a guy or a girl. That is a deceptive name. But she is going to just keep on farming away with almost 4,000 gold. Lifestealer already back up to 1.3 thousand. And it looks like they're going to be gathering up here. We do have a smoke on the Disruptor. They're probably going to go mid onto the Medusa or go into Roche, but it's probably going to be a gank. The pings do come out on Medusa. She's going to turn on her mana shield, and E is gone. That gold, it looks like she was able to buy her Sacred Relic. Alright, so that's good. She was able to get rid of all that gold before she lost it. Awesome. Magnus, he is going to have his RP up. It's going to be a great time. Great time for some Magnus RPs, but actually we're just going to wait while everyone TPs out. We don't really have any follow-up. Magnus is alone. That would have been a great RP though, but I don't blame him. There we go. We're going to skewer them back into the tower. We're going to throw up some wards. We're going to throw down a silence, but that's actually going to be on Disruptor's team. We're going to try to minimize the damage and get out of there as fast as we can. Not bad plays from Magnus and Shadow Shaman, but Mag will go down. Sosa says, "Oi." Redond0 says, "LOL." I do not know what those expressions... I know what LOL means. I do not know. But Sosa says, "I was looking at my wards." Mirana, in the meantime, she has her phase boots. Not really much anything else. Probably might go for a Yasha or anything else really just to support or build her more. She should be building more damage at this point. At least she has levels. And not even, you know, just maximum Sacred Arrow and Starstorm. And, no, alright, they're not going to go on it, which is probably smart. Lifestealer has his whole team from behind him, and they do have a double damage rune. They have no wards on Roshan. They would be able to just go ahead and take it if they wanted it. But I don't think any of them realize that. In the meantime, Trash Tier is going to be roaming their own jungle. And it looks like the Lifestealer is going to take the Shadow Shaman. Was a little bit late on that, sorry about that. But Sosa says, in a moment of existential crisis, fuck everything. This is not good for team morale. Sosa is not captain, which is probably a good thing. In the meantime, this Lifestealer, I would not be in a dark corner with him. He is very, very farmed. He has his Maelstrom, sorry, and he is going to just be farming away still. I don't think he's actually, had a moment of rest. He's almost at 200 last hits, and he's just going to come out of here at, 30 minutes, not even able to care about anything these guys are going to be able to do with him. But Dire team's going to think better of it. They're going to come up and try to defend this tier 1 that it looks like we're going to try to push, but Medusa's going to go back. So now Dazzle and Shaman are alone. Marana's going to buy drums. And Magnus, in the meantime, let's see what he's been building. A Morbid Mask, a Mask of Madness. Now, I'm not so sure about that. I don't really know how that's going to benefit them too much. But there is a haste rune that the Dire team has scattered out already, and they're going to see the mag take this. And they're going to be able to warn any where they have... If you look at the terms of vision here, we have just a line of wards across river. They're able to see anything that's going to go on. In the meantime, we have a few wards. We have less wards, but still good placement on Trash Tier. And they're going to go in for Roshan. They have the sentry up. They know that they're going to be unseen. And it's going to go down relatively fast, I would imagine, with how far Lifestealer's getting. He's going to take the Aegis, and then we're going to see some pushes. In the meantime, at the top, we're going to be pushing Tier 1. They have to know that they're in Roshan. They have to know it. Yukata says, purple's lagging, which is the Medusa, and I would be very scared if that was happening, because that is who I would rest all my hopes and prayers on this game. She went for the Divine Rapier right off the bat. That is crazy, but I love it. That, I mean, she has almost over 300 damage with her split shot. That is great. You know what? I don't even know what to predict anymore. This is a great game. And she's going to be able to use her ulti. Oh, they're going to get an advantage. Oh my gosh, they might lose the Rapier right off the bat. She dies. The Divine Rapier goes down. Oh, Magnus is going to be trying to recover this. Shadow Shaman. Oh, they're just not going to be able to do it. Lifestealer is taking out everyone, as expected. He's going to have a nice little Rapier, too. That is, I would call GG at this point. I don't know why you would build a Rapier this early. That is very crazy. And especially with their initiation. Oh, that was... But I don't think... Did they get it? They do not see it. They do not see the Rapier. This is the Rapier. And it's divine, and it's shiny, and it gives you 300 damage. And they don't see it. They just don't see it. I think they chose not to. Just to be assholes? I don't know. I mean, it's right by their tower. They have to see it. The courier is going to try to pick it up. I don't think that's possible. And I think that is what they are now learning. That's also going to give attention. And the pings are going to be going out. I think that was Sand King who did it. And now they're going to be going up to get it. Disruptor, yes, is going to ping and say, hey guys, don't know if you knew this, but there was a Divine Rapier here. And now Disruptor has it. I would have really waited till one of the carries got there, but it looks like Medusa and Dazzle are going to be coming up there. Yeah, not a good idea. Oh my gosh.
Dire's bottom tower is
In the meantime, we'll be playing some Sandstorm, and Farkinator's going to be killing some Wild Wings.
tower has fallen.
If I was Medusa, I would be very upset right now. I'd be very proud that I was able to farm a Divine Rapier and get to where I was at that point in the game.
Dire's top tower
But
is under attack.
it's now gone. I have nothing to show for it. And in the meantime, Storm Spirit's going to make an escape from a roaming Mirana ulti team.
Radiant's bottom tower has
But it
fallen.
looks like he's going to TP out fine. They're not going to be able to do anything. In the meantime, Medusa's last hits have sort of leveled off. The skyrocket that is Lifestealer is still going strong. And I don't think he's going to stop.
Dire's middle tower.
He has almost 5,000 gold. He has his Mojnir. And, I mean, what else can you do now? I mean, you already are able to survive in team fights. You have Aegis. You took all of them down last team fight. And you're just getting more money. In the meantime, Storm's going to pick up an Orchid. Not bad. And they're going to just destroy Shadow Shaman.
The final kill.
No whining now.
And he's just going to walk up right to the lane. As I said before, not going to give any kind of care what these guys can do to him. He has an Aegis. He's going to get stunned, but they're not even going to try to initiate on him. Magnus might be looking to get an RP off here, but he doesn't have any kind of damage output. And it's just going to be a massacre at this point. Medusa's going to try to kill everything off, and it's going pretty well. We do have Disruptor with the Rapier. He's going to be able to do a lot more damage. Lifestealer's still up. They do not even have the Aegis burned. There it goes. He's going to come right back up. We have some buybacks. Magnus back in action, along with Shadow Shaman. And it looks like Lifestealer is still just going to be too powerful to go down. Redond0 wondering what is going on. Why would you buy back to kill this unstoppable killing machine that is Lifestealer? Lily says it was an attempt. And that is a factual statement no one can agree with. Everyone can agree with, I'm sorry. And looks like Lifestealer is going to buy his Abyssal. Good plan. And he also now has the Divine Rapier, so what now? I'm really surprised they haven't even called GG. Good job on them. Maybe it's just that I'm a pessimist, but these guys are not in a good position. Medusa sitting on 17 gold with an unused minus that she'll probably use right now. Or not. Oh wait, no, she goes. And she's able to do not that much of damage with her split shot, and not that much without her split shot. That Divine was pretty much all she had. Really should have gotten some more core items before it. And being this a scrimmage, I mean, these guys aren't really going to take this that seriously. So I can see why she did it. But, yeah, I mean, in terms of ability, that was pretty good. In the meantime, we're going to be pushing bot with Centaur and Spirit. And it looks like he might be going for his Bloodstone now. Actually, he's going to be going for Scythe. And pings are going to be going out. Not sure why. And I want to see what is Storm doing. Lifestealer. He is doing whatever he wants. He has a blink. I have no... He has a blink only to be a jerk. He's just going to go in on people with his Divine Rapier. He's going to be able to knock people down with the Abyssal. And they just melt. They just melt. And he's going to be able to actually take this tower. If you ever played a bot game where you enabled cheats and you just sort of like give yourself like a Divine Rapier and like all these items right off the bat, and then you like just proceed to like kill bots. It's sort of like that for the Lifestealer at this point. He's just doing whatever he wants. And they're going to successfully dance around this Mirana arrow. And bless their heart, they are going to be trying to defend this with all their might. In the meantime, Medusa bought a Demon Edge. So she might be up to her old tricks. But then again, that might be the only option they have, is to burst down this Lifestealer fast enough. And the initiation is going to happen. Medusa is going to try to get people to look at her pretty face, but no one wants to look at her pretty face. Farkinator is going to try to get out of there. He did have a stun. Lifestealer taking a lot of damage. I don't know if he's going to be able to take it. Magnus is he's going to drop the Divine Rapier, but he's not going to pick it up. Just do it. Just hit the people. All right. Very nice. Mag, dangerously low. Dangerously low. Oh my gosh. The team fight has ended in a double team wipe. That is amazing. The Divine Rapier is going to be going to the Lifestealer as he buys Boots of Travel and goes back to pick it up. That is a smart man if I've ever seen one. And for 1 second here, it really looked like Trash Tier was going to be able to, recover the game. Great job. This is a really great game. Lifestealer in the meantime, he's going to see if Rosh is back up. He is not. He's going to take this haste rune. And he's going to be running like a dog to the team here. He's probably going to try to blink in and just kill some people. Not a good idea, considering you're alone in all of the teams here. But Storm's going to come in, say, I don't care. I can fly wherever I want. Medusa's going to get people to look at her pretty face, but no one wants to. And it looks like Blink is going to be back up. At this point, he could go back on him. The Blink's going to happen. Medusa's going to go down. So is Mirana. Centaur's going to miss it, but Lifestealer is too damn fast. He's going to be trapped in the wards. And once again, he's going to die. Mag is going to want to pick that up. Oh, he doesn't have enough room. It's just sitting there in the fog. Oh my gosh. They're going to try to pick up the Divine Rapier. Oh, they're not going to be able to do it. Mirana has the Divine. Amazing. Amazing game. Mirana, who was really not having any kind of, carry builds or anything like that, now has a Divine. And it looks like this game might be winnable for them. We only have one set of racks down, and we have two still going strong. Lane's pushed about halfway, and more than halfway over on bottom lane. So suddenly morale is now up. Sosa probably wants to take back his statement of fuck everything. And it looks like now Trash Tier is going to be in the fucking position. She's going to buy a Chrysalis on top of her Divine. But really this Mirana is going to be able to be bursted down pretty fast. She's going to have to be really careful. Probably going to have to initiate with her ult. In the meantime, Lifestealer, he's going to have the same items that he had that made him strong. I'm still thinking he's going to have a easy time as long as he is able to evade that Mirana initiating on him. Roche is back up, and both teams, well, especially Dire, are aware of this. And this is going to be something that they're going to have to contest with Mirana ulti. It's going to be something suspicious that they're going to know. If it happens, she's going to be farming the jungle.
Dire's top tower is
And it looks like they're probably just going to realize it too late. Lifestealer is going to have this Aegis, and if Mirana doesn't get bursted down in the team fight, and Lifestealer is able to respawn amid the confusion of the team fight, they're going to be fine. The pings are going to start coming out. Mirana's going to start to realize that they are in Roshan indeed. Lifestealer's going to take it, and it's party time. Another haste rune. Doggy mode initiated for the Lifestealer. And we're going to see if we can even do anything. Actually, it looks like Lifestealer just wants the jungle, and they're probably going to have a more organized push here. He does see the Medusa, and she's going to TP out in a very smart fashion. Lifestealer going to start building an AC. At this point, he's probably going to sell his Blink Dagger soon, as I'd imagine, because it's really something you don't need on a Lifestealer, and something that is going to prevent you from carrying a nice Divine. In the meantime, Mirana still just holding her Divine. No new item progression. Too much. We do have a 4-staff on Disruptor, and a Lincoln's on Storm Spirit, so he's not going Bloodstone. They are going to smoke up and go through the jungle, or just straight up the lane, and try to initiate. Storm has enough mana and enough mana regen. They're going to blink, they're going to go in, and it's going to be a hard time. Shallow Grave just in time for the Medusa. She's going to get out of there, but she is going to die. In the meantime, Dazzle is going to go down. Mirana's going to lose her Divine Rapier, as stated before, and they're not even going to try to pick it up. Actually, yes they are. But who has it now? No, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that this game is over. If it wasn't over before, Sand King has the Divine, and that is a scary Sand King. Magnus, the trusty Magnus, he has an RP, but I think the magic's run out on this old Rhinoceros. There's nothing they can really do except watch their towers fall. These men say no, we refuse to GG. And we get a good game because of it. Amazing. Still has a Divine, and we're just going to attack the Ancient, get it over with. Great, great game by both teams. And they were not able to successfully counter the Lifestealer. Well, that is a great game. I think we're going to be going into round 2. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Thanks for watching.